Everyone, my name is Jose Gomez. I am a student at Concordia University, Irvine in the Masters of Coaching and Exercise Science program. And today I will be giving a presentation on the quality of character, servant leader, or servant leadership. So, what is a servant? A servant, according to Merriam-Webster, is one that serves others, while a leader is a person who has a commanding authority or influence. Obviously, these are two different words, two very specific words with specific definitions, but when we put them together, we have a word that has a powerful and biblical approach to leading. What is a servant leader? A servant leader is one that puts others first, helps people grow, and leads with kindness, not power. So by putting others first, I'm going actually to put the needs of others first before mine. Right? As a coach, I'm going to put the needs of my athletes. I'm going to help my athletes develop before I worry about my own interests. Right? If I want to win, yes, I want to win, but I need to develop my athletes first. I'm going to help them grow first before I focus on me becoming a successful coach. That's what a servant leader is. And I'm going to do all of that by leading with kindness, not power, right? I am not going to go on a power trip and yell at my athletes. I'm going to do it with kindness and love and respect. So a coach who serves is one that encourages all players, right? So I'm going by serving them, I'm going to motivate them on the field. I'm going to encourage them to become the best possible version of themselves, the best student athlete, and like I said, the best version of themselves. I'm going to do this by treating everyone with respect. I'm going to show everybody love. I'm going to show everybody kindness, and I'm not going to yell at everyone when they do something wrong, right? I'm going to correct them with respect and kindness. A coach who serves is also someone that checks in on their teams. For example, in my team, we usually have individual meetings where we ask our players, if there's anything they need help with, whether it's school, um, just maybe they want something to improve on the field, or they just need help with something in life, right? Maybe getting a job, or maybe helping them get an apartment to live in. Like I said, we're going to use all our resources as a coaching staff to help our athletes. A good example of this serving coach is Coach Rick Caldwell. Coach Rick Caldwell was actually my club soccer coach back when I was in high school. Back in the day, my family actually did not have the financial ability to help me play in a competitive soccer club, which usually takes a lot of money to be able to play in these clubs. Coach Rick Caldwell, being the serving leader that he is, he decided to take on my financial responsibility with the club because he wanted to help me develop as a person, as an athlete. He saw my potential, and at the end of the day, everything he did was mainly because he wanted to see me succeed, right? Not just because he thought that I was a good athlete and he wanted his team to be successful, but mainly because he wanted to see me succeed. So in sports leadership, it means being a transformational leader, right? So I'm not going to be a pragmatic leader in which I'm going to do everything just because I want to win, right? I'm not just going to put them in the weight room because I want to win. Maybe I could put them through discussions where they're going to help motivate and support each other, right? My athletes are going to talk amongst each other to maybe see what other people need, right? Maybe my athlete can help another athlete with something else that other athletes might not be able to help them, or maybe their parents, or anybody else. Uh, by being a leader in sport, I am also able to build trust and encourage growth. Right, so I am building trustful relationships with my athletes, so that we can grow together and help each other grow. And finally, servant leadership in sport is leading by example. So as a coach, I'm going to do everything that I want my athletes to do, right? Like I said, I'm going to show everybody love. Obviously, if I'm yelling at my athletes, if I'm disrespecting my athletes, what tells my athlete that they can do this? They can't do the same, right? If I'm loving everybody, if I'm treating everybody with care and kindness, then obviously I'm setting the example for my athletes to follow. So, a good example of a serving athlete is LeBron James. Obviously, we know that he is a serving athlete on the court, and obviously his success can back that up. But I wanted to discuss about him opening a public school in Akron, Ohio, which is called I Promise School. This school, well, he opened it with his own resources to be able to help the lower income communities, to help those who don't have the same opportunities. And obviously, this is a good example of serving others, right? He's not only serving his teammates, he's not only serving his fans and anybody else in sport, but he's serving the community. So being a serving leader means serving everybody around you. So LeBron James is a good example of a serving leader, but at the end of the day, the ultimate example is Jesus Christ, right? Jesus, in the Gospel of John, Jesus is washing his disciples' feet, right? Jesus came to this earth, and we consider him a king or Lord, right? And usually a king, when we think about a king or a Lord, uh, we think about serving them. But Jesus came as our king, as our Lord, as our God, and he came to this world to serve others. And he did this by showing humility, love, and leadership through serving others. So all of this actually helps. So being a servant leader actually helps build team culture, right? It does this helps do this by building trust and respect. Like I said, by me serving my athletes and showing them that what I'm doing is helping them, right? They're able to trust me. They're building a trustful relationship with me. That at the end of the day, they're gonna know that whatever I do for them, I'm doing it for their own good, not just because I want to see myself succeed. Like Coach Rick, right? He was doing it to help me succeed, not just because he wanted an athlete to be part of his team to help him become a winning coach. By doing all this, I am able to create team unity and strong relationships, right? Um, like I said, we're going to have those relationships between athletes and coaches. And then if my athletes are able to replicate this with their teammates, they're going to build strong relationships. And at the end of the day, we're all going to be one team united. And my athletes are going to play for each other. And they're going to know that all their teammates and their coaches are going to have their back. And finally, it helps athletes feel seen, valued, and supported. Um, has anybody ever been part of a team where they feel like the coaches don't care about them? Maybe a lot of people have, right? But by being a servant leader, athletes will feel valued and they will be motivated because they want to make their coach proud. They want to make their teammate proud. They want to make their society or whoever proud. This Bible verse right here says, "Do nothing out of self ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourself, not looking to your own interest, but each of you to the interest of others." Right. So we're gonna do everything we do because we want to be humble. Right. I don't want to do everything just because I want my team to win. I want to feed my ego. I'm gonna be humble and I'm gonna look after the needs of others first. This right here basically says the same thing. Unselfishness creates a powerful unity because it's rooted in caring, love, and mercy, right? So by being unselfish, I'm going to create unity because my athletes know that, right? I'm being unselfish. I care. I'm caring for them. I'm loving them, and I'm doing everything I can for them, not just for my own good. This right here is a podcast by Dave Ramsey called Enter Leadership. I thought it was very interesting because he discusses how he's reading John Maxwell, and John Maxwell says that we should serve others. But he says, why should I serve others as a boss? Why should I serve others when they should be serving me? He ends up realizing that it's important that we serve others. And he says, do I have their best interests at heart while we're doing this together, right? So it is important that as a coach, I have the best interests of all my athletes, and they're all different, right? So I might have to adapt, right? But I'm going to make sure that I have the best interests of each athlete to do this together and get our final goal together. So this one says, "For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and give his life as ransom for many." So yes, Jesus Christ came to this world to serve us, right? He did not come to be served by others. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care, right? So like I said, by serving others, we're going to build trustful relationships, and my athletes are going to know that everything I do is for their own good, right? So they don't care how much I know because they know that I'm doing it for their own good. So just to conclude, a servant leader leads like Christ. They do it by humility, love, and the heart to serve others. They want to love and they love to serve others. By doing all of this, I'm able to create stronger relationships, have a united team, and I'm able to bring the best of others by helping them develop their character, develop on the field. But at the end of the day, I am there as a coach, I am there as their leader, and I am there to serve them. Thank you so much for everything.